Thanks for joining us for this review. This is the quick and dirty portion. If you want the full unboxing with the full review of the Muddy Hunt Harm, if you want the full unboxing and full review of the Muddy Hunt Hard camera arm, then stick with us after the jump. But here are the 3 questions we ask on every quick and dirty review. Number 1, is it what they claimed it to be? And the answer is yes, it is. It is a camera arm. It does connect to a tree. There's a ratchet strap. Everything in it is steel except for one piece, and of course all this up here. And it is what it says it is. Will it do what they claim it will do? And the answer also yes, it does do what they claim it will do. There's a few little bugs in the system. One of them has to do with this little bolt right here, and you'll see me talk about that in the full review. This is actually plastic. I don't care for that. And it's a little bit complicated to get used to setting up the first time, certainly in this setup here, maybe in a tree stand. Number 3 question we always ask in these quick and dirty reviews is, would I buy it again? I bought this myself. This is not a sponsored review. I chose this because I thought I'd use it, and this is IRL Sportsman, so this is outdoors in real life. So would I buy it again? I think I would. I definitely think I would. I have not taken it on a hunt yet, but I plan to do that this week. And if I change my mind, I'll pull the video down. So if the video is still up, then I still think I would keep it and buy it again. The price was right. It was a good price for it. They got it here quickly. That's what we have for Quick and Dirty Review. Thanks for joining us. Stick on after the jump, and you'll see the full unboxing. So you stuck around for the full review. So let's do it. We're going to unbox this. This is, we already said it once, this is the Muddy Hunt Hard camera arm. Now, why they call it Hunt Hard, I don't know. Maybe they should have called it Film Hard, but somebody in marketing at Muddy decided this was a good idea. Once again, I forgot my my pocket knife. You'd think I'd learn to remember a pocket knife when I do these things. But let's open it up and let's see what it looks like. So let's open it up and let's see exactly what comes in here. So we've got the arm itself. This is it's bendable. Obviously this hooks to, I'm gonna guess this hooks to the tree. This end here is gonna have, probably has a hole in it, I'm guessing. That's where you're gonna clip in a camera mounting base or a GoPro base. Of course, it's got Muddy's logo on it, because why not? We've got a pack. Definitely got the sticker this time. Got to have that free sticker that they put in everything these days. And I love so much, I talk about it on every review. And, oh my good heavens, what is this? Oh, something heavy. That's it for the box. So this comes, they didn't bother to zip it up, but this looks like the arm base. And that is all wrapped up nicely. And I didn't bring a knife, and we're going to have to cut through a zip tie with keys. That'll be fun. All right, in this bag, we've got the instructions. Tells you how to set the whole thing up. 1 piece of paper. That's fine. We've got our free sticker. I say free, you know, I had to buy the arm to get it, but we've got, okay, so this is the actual mounting bracket for the camera itself. And you'll notice, if you guys are familiar, most of the newer GoPros have the ability to mount onto this screw. I know my 12 Black does. And in this little bag, this must be the director's arm. Oh, I'm losing parts. I would have thought they would have put something on the end to keep that. I'm glad I didn't lose it in the leaves. So there's the arm that you're going to use to, I guess, make your adjustments. So let's see if we can get this thing cut open. All right, so that's the entire kit. So let's go ahead and put it together. As you can see here, there really isn't anything that requires tools. And I don't remember it saying that it was toolless, but I'm not seeing anything that's going to require me to use a tool. So basically the way it goes together, and this is using my man knowledge, not that I've looked at the instructions yet, because why would I do that? But just looking at it, I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this cap on right here. Now there is this lag bolt here has a square underneath the head, so it's going to hold it in place. This is where the actual camera mount goes onto, it looks like. So we're going to put this on. And speaking of toolless, they did nicely square off a bit here. So if you decided that you really did want to cinch this down so hard that it was never coming off again, you've got a spot you can grab onto that's not going to tear up the paint and ruin the aesthetics of it. And then this is the base piece, so it mounts onto the screw. See, who needs instructions? Maybe that's a good thing for the brand. It's so simple that even I can put it together without instructions. All right, so that's on. Next thing that happens, it looks like, is that, well, I keep losing this washer. I'm gonna lose this washer before we're done, I swear. And so this is going to connect into something. And I'm gonna say that it's going right in there. Oops. Yeah, there we go. And then this rod here most likely is going to drop right into here. Okay. Now, I hadn't noticed this before, but if we look on the back end of this right here, there's a massive spike. And I assume that is going to be so we can lock this into the tree. And then we've got these 4 giant death spikes on the corner. And then once we get close, we ratchet it down, we're going to put this in. And I assume somebody discovered during development that they needed one more point of contact in the tree so that it didn't come loose. And it looks like this loop, so we're going to come around the tree. And I'm not going to do a video on how to work a ratchet strap. If you're not quite sure how to use a ratchet strap, I'm sure somebody on the internet is more than happy to teach you. So the ratchet strap is going to come around this way. Get this untangled, nice and straight and flat. You're going to wrap around the tree. You're going to come around the tree, and then you're going to hook this little loop on the end right here, right over that knob. And then you're going to tighten it down. And that's going to cinch it right down on the tree. So I brought with us a chair that we're going to hook to the tree. And this is another thing that I picked up recently. We're going to take this chair and we're going to hook it to one of these trees, if I can find a pine tree big enough to connect it to. And then we're going to hook the camera up to it. And then we'll show you what it looks like. All right, so we're set up now. We've got our tree set up. Maybe we're going to be hunting and we want to film it. So let's go ahead and set this on the chair. We're going to take this ratchet strap. I'm going to wrap it around. I'm going to assume that we're going to want this thing slightly above us. And I'm going to want the ratchet on the outside. So let me twist this around and fix that. And then we're going to bring this arm. Now the question is, how long does this take if you're out hunting and you want to record yourself? How much time are you going to spend setting up? And I'm going to say it's probably going to be 5 minutes or less for this portion of it, because I can pull this tight here as it comes off. I can pull this tight, and pretty much, as long as I don't make a mess of the strap itself, and it is a little unwieldy, I'll give you that. But I did find a trick as I was trying this, is to rest the ratchet strap and rest the base on the back of my chair. Now this may not be an option for you, depending on if you're in a tree or what. And I'm going to adjust this. I think I want to adjust this around a little bit over to the side. And then I'm going to go ahead and start ratcheting down. And I'm not going to take it too hard because this is a plastic. This thing is plastic here. This is not metal. And so I'm a little concerned about that being plastic and how hard I can yank on that. There is a screw down the middle of it, but I don't know that I fully trust it yet. All right, and then this is nowhere near level, and to be honest with you, I don't expect that adjusting this is going to make it level. It's actually going to push it more out of level. So I'm going to need to probably change my position here. And it pulls pretty hard on this right side, so that's going to be something to keep in mind as you're doing this. That's pretty solid. Okay, this is the GoPro Hero 12 Black, and I've got this external case on it. It makes it not waterproof, but the other problem is it's recessed. And so the screw on the bottom is not long enough to attach here. So I'm gonna have to take the external case off, which means I've got to put the battery cover back on it. Makes it waterproof again, but not really helpful for what we're doing here. And this just literally just screws down into the base of the GoPro. And then we're gonna put the GoPro in here. Obviously this is something you maybe wanted to do before you came out into the field. And this has a 3-angle adjustment, I just noticed, so we can loosen this. That allows us to adjust this way, and this way. So nice 3 axes for our adjustment. So if I were out hunting and I'd be sitting in my Millennium Tree Stands chair, and if you want me to do a review on this thing, put it in the comments because this thing's pretty cool. Now, I will say that I've got this mounted up too high. I actually can't see the screen on my GoPro. But as a general rule, this is actually pretty good. I do like the way it's set up. So I think in the future what I probably would do is I'd probably go ahead and mount the camera first and then set the chair up. Or if I'm sitting in an actual tree stand that's already up in the tree, it's not such a big deal. But I'm going to say that this arm needs to be at about shoulder height. So let's make that adjustment and we'll show you that in a minute. All right, so we've tried a few things here, and what I ended up doing was moving it to my left side. And the reason I had to move it to my left side was because the ratchet strap that goes on it ends up being right behind this chair. Now this may be unique to this chair, but it may not. And again, I still am a little too high. So I can see, I'm pointing this way, I can see that way, but I'm right-handed. So I'm gonna have to work on this a little bit. I think this is just an issue of trial and error and learning how to work it the best. But if we're asking the question, does it do what it says it'll do? Yeah, the answer is yes. The other thing I think that they got wrong, and now this is admittedly only after 20 minutes of playing with it, is I think this screw that they put in the bottom here may actually be in the wrong place. I think it maybe needed to be in the top, because trees don't get fatter as they go up, they get skinnier. And so the smaller section of the tree is going to be higher than the lower section. So I rarely need to make the bottom end pop out. Seems like I'm usually going to have to make the top end pop out a little more. So that's something that's a little bit curious. Again, I don't have it fully mounted squared on the tree. That might be part of the problem. And again, I need it lower. And truthfully, I need this thing to be at eye level. So it's going to have to come down probably another foot, maybe 10 inches below where it is right now. But overall, if we're asking, does it do what it's supposed to do? Will it work well as a camera arm when you're hunting and you want to record your hunts? Absolutely. It moves nicely. The mounting is going to take a little bit of time to get used to, but overall it does do what it's supposed to do. As far as quality goes, the only thing about the quality of it that concerns me, the only piece of it that really concerns me, is this plastic post right here. Because heavens knows, if you guys have done this on your trucks and you've done it anywhere else, on boats or anywhere else, I can ratchet this down and snap that screw. That's not going to be a hard thing to do. I have to be careful not to. So I think they probably should have gone steel on this. Maybe there's a reason they didn't. If you're from Muddy and you know why that didn't happen, drop it in the comments. I'd like to know why they chose plastic instead of steel. I can't imagine, with everything else here being steel, that savings of 12 cents made any difference at all, but maybe it did. So anyway, that's what we've got for today. Thanks for stopping in with us. I think it's a good product. I'm glad I bought it. I'm going to take it out on a few hunts and we'll see how it goes from there. And we'll catch you next time. If you've enjoyed this review, if you've enjoyed any of our videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. We'd love to see you in the list. We'd love to have you come along. And by subscribing and liking, you let us know that it's worth our time to do this. So have a great day. We'll see you next time.